Welcome back. This week, emotions ran high as the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taoreed Lagbaja, was laid to rest at the National Military Cemetery in Abuja on Friday. The ceremony brought together family, colleagues and dignitaries to bid farewell to the late Army Chief. The procession began at precisely 3 p.m. when Lagbaja's remains arrived at the cemetery. President Bola Tinubu, Vice President Kashim Shettima, Senate President Godswill Akpabio, Chief of Defense Staff General Christopher Musa, Minister of Defense Mohammed Badaru, and the Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetokun each took turns laying wreaths at the grave. At the event, Tinubu conferred a posthumous national honor, Commander of the Federal Republic, on Lagbaja. Tinubu said the conferment was to appreciate Lagbaja's service to the nation. The president described Lagbaja as one of his best appointees. I still have with me right here, Executive Editor of TVC News Communications, Kayode Ladende. Now, Kayode, very quickly, it's quite a sad one for the country. Finally, the gallant soldier was laid to rest. How would you say everything played out during his reign till the very time he ended it?
You know, it's very personal for me because I had the opportunity of meeting the late Lieutenant General. Yes, in fact, if you check my page, you will see him on my page where it's quite touching. This was a man, the first set of media guys that he met, I was included, and he had a one-on-one with us just to tell us how ready he is to stamp out terrorism, banditry, and all kinds of criminalities, and definitely to protect the integrity, to protect the country as it is. But it's so sad that we're talking about Lagbaja as late. It's so sad. And the president captured it well. You know, the president did say that one of the best appointments he made was that of Lagbaja. Yeah. So I can imagine what is going through his mind. You know, this is someone that they must have planned together, they must have done all kinds of stuff. As a soldier, we know that death is always expected. True. But it's sad that this one did not die in the line of duty. I mean, he didn't die while fighting a battle, but we lost him to what we had to know. But having said that, but I think it's just for those who are taking over to bear in mind the kind of leadership that he provided. There are videos everywhere about how he was leading. He was at the front. He was even blocking some of those terrorists.
The only soldier to command 2 battalions.
Exactly. So this was a man that it was a big loss. And I'm so impressed with the presidency, how he was honored. He wasn't just conferred CFR. The president was there. The vice president was there.
Everybody was present.
Every important person. He sent a lot of signal that we will continue to appreciate these soldiers, irrespective. And definitely it's also to let them know that we will place them where they belong, and they will continue to protect we the civilians.
All right. Well, before we go from this topic, now you could tell that despite the challenges of Nigeria, he was so committed to the job regardless, and he fought to the very end. Now, this kind of passion, sometimes you say it's very rare, and the kind of discipline that actually, you know, he commanded while he was alive. What signal would you think his life would be sending to the other soldiers?
Exactly what I said. You know, just to buttress your point. One of the things he said is he wasn't even interested in facing the media. He wasn't even interested in letting people know
what he was doing.
Work. He was busy, you know, going to the war front, and to a large extent, we're almost having a relative peace across the country when it comes to banditry and stuff. No, I know it's endemic and something that we're fighting tooth and nail. And I remember one of those strong words that the president gave to the Minister of Defense and the Minister of State for Defense, that, hey, guys, go to the Northwest. Let's beat this nonsense bye-bye. So we saw people who were ready to stamp out these things. I want to believe that the momentum is there. It's not going to die. We are going to see a whole lot from our gallant soldiers across board to see that, hey, Lagbaja is gone. It's inevitable. We'll all die. It's just that we don't know when the date will be. But having said that, it's just to say that, hey, we have wept. We have mourned him. It's time to make him live long. Live in our hearts
and memories.
By doing the right thing.
Well, you have mentioned quite a number of amazing qualities about him. Now, we're going to be looking at a situation where people still find it very, very difficult to understand why for so long we've been fighting a particular pandemic for a long time, and it seemed like we keep fighting the battle. And look at another group just emanated not too long ago. Now, how do you really think we can stamp out this issue of violence and insecurity? At least give our soldiers some level of, relief. Like, come on, you guys have been fighting for so long. At least you can take a back seat.
It's a serious issue. Pardon me if I sound insensitive, but so I want to put it this way.
Yeah.
As much as I'm not a security expert, things are happening every day. Things are happening all over the world.
Please, yes.
America, if I go and check the statistics, the number of deaths that we're having from school, gun shooting.
They don't even publish most of them.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's far outweighs what is happening in
Absolutely
Nigeria. But we are not saying this is the way we should continue. But stamping it out absolutely is what I cannot guarantee you.
True.
And even if the Chief of Army Staff guarantees you that, I want to believe it's just a political statement. We'll continue to address the monster. We'll continue to deal with this monster
head on.
But we must live in peace. That's the goal. That's the goal. We can absolutely live in peace by making these very, very lucrative to whoever is profiting
from it,
from Nigerians and from this this gamut of insecurity that we have. So I totally agree with you, but the word stamp out completely. Trust me, except you want to turn me to a politician.
True. Now, finally, before I let you go, in 10 seconds, what message will you be sending to the next Chief of Army Staff that's taking over that position now?
It's a baton.
All right.
Take it over from where you have stopped. I'm sure, incidentally, they were classmates, so I'm classmates, and that's to let you know that
the bond they share.
There are some things, and he also mentioned it in his speech, that he would take it up from there. And I want to believe that he's not going to let the president down. He's not going to let the country down.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Kardila Dende. You've been so helpful this evening. At least my first time having you here, and it's indeed a great pleasure having you. All right, Kardila Dende, executive editor for TVC News Communications, and that's our show for today. Remember, you can follow the conversation on our social media platforms, right? On at TVC News NG or on our website at tvcnews.tv. I am Marco Tabo. Until next week, goodbye.